Conclusion inevitable.
It was a jump to conclusions, Matt.
My conclusion was that this idea was not a practical deterrent.
My only conclusion can be that it was a Sith Lord.
In conclusion.
Hello there, folks. Welcome back to In Conclusion, the only movie podcast set in a high school full of 12-year-olds and 27-year-olds. I'm Dan O'Keefe, and joining me as always is the 12-year-old Anna Otto. Anna, how are you?
Good. Dan, I'm going to tell you, I did something to make this movie more fun.
What? Drink?
Besides that.
Yeah.
No, we made it a movie night. I put all the blankets down on the floor, and I laid a bunch of pillows down. We turned all the lights off. I put mood lighting in our fake fireplace. It was fun, minus the movie.
You know, honestly, that does not appeal to me at all.
Really? You don't like a good
I don't. Why would I
picnicky?
want to? Why would I want to sit on pillows when there's a couch?
That's what Gage said. He's like, I'll do it because you want to do it, but at the same time, my butt hurts.
Yeah, like that doesn't sound comfortable.
I had a great time, so all the haters can just back off.
I'm happy for you. I watched
you.
this while I was working. I had it on my monitor while I was working on my laptop, and I was like, this is horrendous. I hate every moment of this.
Jack Black is too talented for this movie.
He's the only good part.
Truly.
Only good part.
Like, I was watching this and I was like, he's the only redeeming quality.
He is also playing Eric Matthews from Boy Meets World, if he was evil.
True.
They're the exact same characters.
They are. They really are.
And kind of down to their mannerisms also.
Yeah, the way that they spoke. Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Also, just shout out to Nick Belsanti. It was giving
Dr. Deep.
Nick Belsanti.
It was
in this
giving
one.
Nick Belsanti.
In the most
Absolutely.
handsome of ways. Like, I love it. I love Jack Black. Pro Jack Black house.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like it was a twin. Jack Black was giving Nick Belsanti twin. Yeah.
We have to have him back to do
We
a
do.
Jack Black impression. Jack Black, I was trying to see
I
where
miss
his
him.
childhood home is, because he grew up in Santa Monica, but
Really?
it doesn't say where. Yeah,
No, I had no idea.
his mom was a rocket scientist, I think.
Wow. I think I
Yeah.
knew that.
Who
Insane.
was working in Santa Monica at the time, so that's where he was born and grew up.
Pop off Queen, honestly. Love that.
Absolutely. So unfortunately, the movie that we're talking about today is fortunately the last NeverEnding Story film. To misuse the word film. The NeverEnding Story 3, either Escape from Fantasia or Return to Fantasia, both of which mean something different.
Yeah, nobody escaped Fantasia. The whole plot was trying to get home.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I yawned, as you can see how excited I am to talk about this.
Yeah. So directed by Peter McDonald, who has been the second unit director on a bunch of movies that you've seen.
I was going to say, he sounds familiar.
The Empire Strikes Back, Batman, the second, third, and fourth Harry Potter movies, and best of all, Aragon.
The Dragon? Like the book?
Mm-hmm. He also, as lead director, he directed Rambo 3 and a 2001 movie called The Lost Empire. Not Atlantis, The Lost Empire, just The Lost Empire.
I was going to say, Atlantis, like the Disney movie? No.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Screenplay by Jeff Lieberman.
Okay, Jeff, pop off.
He wrote a 1973 movie called Blade, not that one.
Oh, did you see my face? Is that why you were
You
so
got so
quick?
excited.
I was like, wow, okay. How he's fallen.
Starring Jason James Richter, Melody Kay, Freddie Jones, Julie Cox, Tony Robinson, and certainly not least, Jack Black.
Number one in our hearts, Jack Black.
Number one in our watching, too.
Literally.
Music by Peter Wolf. I have nothing to say about him. I just love his name.
Like Peter and the Wolf? Is that why you like it?
No, I just think it says Wolf.
Oh, you didn't know anybody with the last name Wolf growing up?
No. Actually, I do have interesting stuff about Peter Wolf.
Okay, let's hear it.
Is a studio musician and song arranger. And do you want to know what songs he's credited on?
Ooh,
For
what?
arrangement and accompaniment? We Built This City by Starship.
Love.
What About Love by Heart.
Love?
Everybody Have Fun Tonight by Wang Chung.
Nah, I don't really have an opinion on that.
These Dreams by Heart.
Mmm.
Playing with the Boys, the homoerotic volleyball song from the first Top Gun movie.
Stop! I was screaming last time. So I went to a birthday party and we were playing Foursquare volleyball.
Mm-hmm.
And my friend David, he was on the podcast.
Yeah.
He turned that song on purpose.
Good. It's a great song. And did he take off his shirt as he turned it on?
No, shirts did stay on. However, it was still pretty gay.
And he wasn't glistening with body oil either?
Nobody was glistening. They were just playing Foursquare volleyball.
Peter Wolf also arranged King of Wishful Thinking from Pretty Woman.
Okay.
By Go West. So he's too talented for this movie, too.
Yeah.
Released on February 2nd, 1996 in the United States, a year and a half after it was released in Germany on October 27th, 1994.
I don't understand.
It had a budget, don't know what it was,
Great.
but it made $5 million in Germany. It only had a limited release in the U.S. Under the do I know who released it?
Who?
Miramax. Do you want to know who was in charge of Miramax?
Isn't that Harvey Weinstein?
Ding, 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 ding. Nothing but good stuff goes along with the NeverEnding Story 3.
I almost accidentally said Harvey Firestein. Poor guy. He was bullied so hard.
a new movie.
He would never touch a woman inappropriately.
I think you could have ended the sentence with, he would never touch a woman.
That's also true.
Yeah, on Rotten Tomatoes, this does not have a rating. It has 3 critic reviews. 1 out of 5, 2 out of 5, and 3 out of 5. All from people who I've never heard of.
The person who gave it 3 out of 5 was feeling generous, I think.
The crowd consensus on Rotten Tomatoes is 26%.
Okay.
And on Letterboxd, which I feel like, just try to get some stats, it's a 1.7 out of 5. Which is 28%, so right along there.
They're doing so bad.
It has 558 half-star reviews and 62 5-star reviews.
5 stars. Somebody gave it 5 stars?
62 people gave it 5 stars.
The woman was too stunned to speak, to be honest.
I need to find a 5-star review.
It's me. I'm the woman, Dan.
Anyone who rated this 1 star is a monster. This rating was given by 8-year-old me. That is a 4-star review. There are no 5-star reviews.
I don't even know what to say. I really don't.
It is shocking. I didn't think this could get worse. The second one was better than the first, but not in any real way. I did not think this was possible.
Even with our friend Jack Black putting his whole Jackosi into this, carrying the weight of this movie on his back single-handedly, it still sucked ass.
I would say that he put his old tenacious dussy into this,
he
actually.
Did. The whole tenacious dussy.
But it's just... The whole movie looks like a car commercial.
I get that. Yeah.
Especially anytime they're outside of their house. Those are all just establishing shots
Yeah.
for the kids getting in the car, driving
It's
off to
just-
school.
Everyone's so fake in this movie too. Except I do like Rock Baby.
Oh my god. Rock Baby voiced by an adult man.
I love.
Kisses! Give me kisses!
I liked it.
Give me another kiss!
I like the rock people. They were the only things I enjoyed.
Did you enjoy the best part of the movie? The ride along?
This is the worst part of the movie, Dan.
I do. At what point in time did Born to Be Wild become parody?
I don't know. I still am shook that they were able to actually get Jim Henson Company for this project, and it still sucked ass.
Yeah,
So
it did suck ass.
big ass.
So much ass. Just a Hoover to a hole.
Amen. So much ass sucking. Just
By the way, if you want so much ass sucking,
oh,
you can find us on Patreon at patreon.com/inconclusion. There, we show hole.
you might. Not me. The only hole you'll get from me is donut hole.
Oh God, I don't want it to, like, what is the plot of this movie?
I'll try.
Everything is bad, and then stuff happens, but nothing really happens. And it's the plot of Halloween Town 2 again, because all these movies have the same plot as Halloween Town 2.
Except
and,
Halloween Town 2 is good.
yeah, and the main child cannot act.
I'll tell the plot. Once upon a time, a kid's dad got remarried, and the mom had a kid, and the mom clearly didn't know how to parent.
Yes.
She tries so hard to soft parent, and she's bad at it. She's like scared of her kids.
Yeah, that's not how it should be. Kids should be scared of their parents.
I think a little fear is healthy.
Okay, here's the plot.
Let's
Atreyu
do
is
it.
dead. He doesn't exist.
Yeah,
Not
what the
mentioned.
fuck? I said to Gage, we were halfway through the movie, I was like, where the fuck is Atreyu? He was like gone for fucking ever. And I was like, oh, okay.
It sounds like he betrayed you.
At least I didn't have to see any more appropriation and racism.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what what do you call it when somebody,
What?
like yellow face or brown face? Is it red face?
It's
Like, I don't
red
wanna
face,
say-
yeah.
Okay, I just didn't want to say something offensive accidentally. I got nervous.
Oh, no, it's fine. We know you said it on purpose. The plot.
No!
So, the old man of Wandering Mountain, who is
Who
also
the fuck is he?
Coriander, but a different actor. Much worse. Starts reading about a prophecy when the Nasty will arrive in Fantasia.
I screamed. When that popped up on the screen, I was like, please tell me that that's not the name of the fucking bad guy.
It's the Nasty.
So
And the
like
only person who can save it is someone who has extraordinary courage.
I don't know why they thought Bastion could do it. Bastion,
Yeah.
Balthazar, Ballsack.
Yeah, so Bastion Blue Balls McGee is now in high school.
Yes.
And his dad has married a woman named Tracy Ellis, is the name of the actress, which got my hopes really high.
Yeah.
And then it wasn't Tracy Ellis Ross.
Yeah.
No, he's married Jane.
Who has
And-
zero backbone.
Yeah, who has a daughter named Nicole, who
Is a bitch.
a bitch, and I can describe her in 3 words. It's that classic statement that lives on eternally. A bitches be shopping.
Me every day
That
of
is,
my life.
but that is her character. Her character
True.
is shop, 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 shop till you drop. Yes, yes, yes. Anna just picked up a cat. For those
This
of
is
you
Roy.
listening.
That's Roy.
Picked up a cat and it is stretching on her and wants to leave very much.
Trying to get into my work bag. He's a cord eater, so I'm trying to make sure he doesn't eat any cords. He's being very naughty right now, trying to get into my work bag. Anyway, I love shopping, so I related to that.
Speaking of naughty, yeah. Naughty, Bastian starts high school, and in this high school, this band of mid-20s to early 30s actors are the Nasties.
Now, I don't know. First of all, don't you think somebody could be arrested for beating up a child if they're over 20? Over 18, I should say.
Yes.
And also,
why does everybody run like it's a tsunami coming down the hall?
yeah. And okay, sorry, I lost my train of thought, but it's back now. You also can only stay in school until you're 21 because then you could legally drink. Mm-hmm. So there's no way they'd still be in school.
Maybe we're supposed to think these actors are 19, 20.
Jack
they
Black
do say
is
that they
literally...
He's 26 years old.
Yeah. He's a whole man.
Speaking of whole, patreon.com/inconclusion. We show manhole.
Are you just going to make a lot of whole jokes today?
It's more fun than the movie.
That's fair.
So, the Nasties. Bastian doesn't run away from them immediately, so they lock him in the boiler room.
That sounds like it could be a recipe for murder.
Yeah, but the janitor comes by, and he's like, did they lock you in here? And they were like, no, we were actually helping him get out. And then the only, I think, savvy part of the movie from any character where Bastian goes, can you actually get them expelled? Fuck yeah, they locked me in here. They were trying to kill me.
Yeah, I would have done the same dang thing.
Mm-hmm. Because peer pressure, kids, is never good. Never.
No.
If you're beating somebody up and your peers are telling you not to beat him up, that's peer pressure. Don't listen to him.
No, that's backwards, Dan.
Hey,
Don't beat people up.
If I alone am beating somebody up and everybody else is telling me to stop it, is that not peer pressure?
I would tell you to stop beating them up, and I would pressure you to listen to my peer pressure.
You're pressuring me as a peer. That's peer pressure.
I would. I guess you're right. Fine. Yes, I would try to peer. Oh my gosh, Roy.
There's a cat walking across Anna's laptop now and is about to just sit on down.
Oh my gosh. You know what? Roy? Hang on, Dan. Hang on, everyone.
Roy did more than just sit down. Roy rolled onto his side. He was like, ah, yes, the perfect spot.
And he ate my cords. Roy, stop it. Anyway, this is my life now.
Yeah, Anna decided to cat sit for somebody who apparently has 97 different pets.
That is correct.
That's what you get. So
he turned my battery all the way up. Okay, there we go.
Bastian runs into the library, and guess who's in there? Mr. Coriander. He works in the library now because he wants to be around more kids.
He shouldn't be allowed.
Yeah. The NeverEnding Story is in there, too. And then, so the Nasties come in there, and they're looking for him. But Bastian hops on into the book.
Classic.
Yeah, and he's reunited with a tiny people.
They're so cute, though low-key I love them, except for all their potty jokes.
Yeah, and Falcor. Falcor's there, and he sounds like a weird-ass... sad bitch goofy impression.
Yeah, he sounds so pathetic in this one.
Or Tigger. He sounds like Tigger.
Are you thinking of Eeyore?
No, because he's not like Eeyore. He's like, Bastian, why are you here?
Oh, yeah, you're right. He does kind of sound like Tigger. Okay. Yeah, he's just like a whiny bitch in this movie. He's not the brave luck dragon that we've come to know and love.
No, he's the fuck dragon.
Literally.
Because everybody's just trying to fuck on him.
Everybody's trying to make him feel bad about himself.
And they succeed, too. So the Nasties find the NeverEnding Story. And they're reading it. And they start bombarding Fantasia with fireballs in a storm.
Why would you literally try to destroy a whole other world?
'Cause you're
I'm not
bored?
a bully, so like I don't know.
You've played The Sims, right?
Okay, that's fair.
I know what you do.
I did mostly make my Sims do woohoo.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would never like feed the baby.
Yeah, that's right. Kids need to fear their parents. Don't feed your baby.
Okay, Sims is different. Sims, I was doing all kinds of crazy stuff.
I never really played The Sims. I had Sim City. And I guess I'm just a good person because I would never want to destroy my cities. I was always like, no.
You never
Oh,
built
no.
a pool and then took the ladder out, or built a house and then took all the doors off?
No, the houses were just doors and the pools were just ladders.
Weird flex.
Back in Fantasia, Bastian is walking with a tree, an ent, functionally, named
Wow,
Bark
okay.
Troll.
Okay, J.R.R. Tolkien or whatever. Calm down.
Do you want to know what JRR stands for?
Just really like reading.
I was going to say just really radical, but we were very close.
Look at us.
I have no idea what it stands for. Bastian, they head to the Wandering Mountains to talk to the childlike Empress.
I can't stand her. Every time I see her, I get angry, and it's always a different actress, so it's not even beef with the actress.
Yeah. So she tells Bastian that he needs to find the NeverEnding Story using the Aurin, the fancy-ass necklace. And we also are introduced to Rockbiter, who goes off to go... The family of Rockbiters, which is very reminiscent of the Star Wars Holiday Special, where we're with the Wookiees as they're watching TV.
Were you living or not living for Mrs. Rockbiter?
I was not living. In
I
fact,
was
every
living.
time that any of the Rockbiters were on screen, I was considering popping the screen out of my window.
Oh, well, I loved them. Mrs. Rockbiter was giving. She reminded me of Bear, like the mouse on Bear in the Big Blue House. Her eyes.
I have never watched Bear in the Big Blue House, but also
Okay.
it's coming to Disney Plus.
Okay, you might have to give it a little looky.
I won't.
I need them to put all the Canadian shows on
Like Life
Disney
with
Plus.
Derek?
I was thinking more specifically of Lloyd in Space, but yes, that as well.
Did you, when you watched Life with Derek, either at the time or in thinking about it afterwards, did you think that they had a weird incestual thing going on?
No, but I know that they were dating, which gives me the ick.
Whenever I see a clip from it, it reminds me of that Folgers commercial where the siblings are definitely fucking.
The siblings definitely want to kiss, but they're on screen and they can't.
You're my gift this year.
They play it every Christmas.
Every kiss begins with your brother.
It better not, girl.
Yeah, so we're introduced to this Rockbiter family, including Junior. Anna's favorite character. I seriously consider popping out the screen and just going for it.
No, Dan.
Give me kisses, Daddy! Give me kisses!
Maybe I mostly liked it because whenever I talk to my dog, I go, "Give me kisses." Kissies.
As they're going, Rockbiter and his son are going to get groceries.
Please, I'm
And
ill.
he gets on his tricycle motorcycle, and Born to Be Wild starts playing as they're
Stop.
rolling across town.
Do you think people who drive, anyone who drives a tricycle motorcycle, speak up? Is Born to Be Wild your anthem?
Get your motor running. Three
Get
wheels
on
on the highway.
Oh. I
Never
have
falling
a CD
over.
of like famous people duetting with Muppets, and I think Animal, and I think Ozzy Osbourne cover that song. Let me look.
Every day we stray further from God's holy light.
Dan,
I don't like that this exists.
so you're telling me that you didn't own Kermit Unpigged either?
What the hell is Kermit Unpigged?
Hey, look it up.
No!
Kermit Unpigged.
Anyway,
One of my favorite songs is on that.
What is it?
It's called Can't Get Along Without You, and Kermit and his nephew sing it, Robin.
That's cute.
It is really cute. My mom and I used to
Was
sing
there
it
a version
when I
of
was
it pigged? Where Miss Piggy
Yes.
comes in and is like, have sex with me, Kermit, right now!
Stop! They don't have sex. They hold hands. That's it.
You cannot tell me that Miss Piggy is not horny all day, every day.
She is horny every day. But wait, I meant all day, every day.
She is horny every day.
Miss Piggy probably loved when WAP came out. Confirm or deny it, Jim Henson Company. I am questioning you.
1 second, I'll go to their headquarters and ask.
Please do.
Holding up a sign outside the window. Does Miss Piggy have a WAP?
Oh, Born to Be Wild was on Kermit Unpigged.
Life is meaningless.
And it was Ozzy and Miss Piggy.
That doesn't make sense. It's unpigged. Why is there a pig on the album?
Welcome. Ozzy Osbourne? Boy, did I open the wrong door. Sorry to bother you.
Oh, Miss Piggy, you're not bothering me at all. Stick around. We're gonna rock.
Ozzy, chill.
Just stick around, babe. We're gonna rock the place down. Come on.
Oh, you going to sing to me?
Yeah, me and you.
Dan, Kermit Unpigged was the soundtrack of my childhood.
I would simply like to die.
Why? It's a great album. It's older than you are. It's older
That
than I
doesn't
am.
mean it's good. Plenty of things are older than I am.
Let's see. Who else is on it? We got Linda Ronstadt. Oh, that's a great song. Jimmy Buffett.
Wow. You are really selling it to the yacht rock crowd.
Oh, it's not Kermit. Oh, Can't Get Along Without You. Beautiful song.
Can we keep going?
Yes, sorry. I got so distracted.
As they're in the palace, Balthazar starts to use a wish because they don't know where stuff is happening. But there's a wish overload, and everybody gets scattered across the earth.
I'm exhausted.
The tree ends up in a forest that is getting logged. Falkor saves Junior from falling to his death on Mount Rushmore. He's hanging onto a nose.
Mood. He's a rock. Why would hitting another rock kill him?
Anna, you're a person. What if you fall from the top of a building onto another person?
We'd both live, obviously.
That's how it works.
Yes.
And the gnomes, who have to piss, arrive in Nome,
that's a joke.
Alaska.
I hate...
Then Bastion finds Falkor and Junior, and Falkor goes to find the others, and we don't see him again until the end. As Junior stays at Bastion's house, and he's like, "Give me kisses!
Me every day of my life.
Stick your tongue down my throat, Bastion!"
He does not say that to Bastion, but he does try to eat all of Bastion's crystals.
And he is wearing a diaper the whole movie.
He's a baby, Dan. Babies wear diapers.
Not my baby.
Who's your baby, Poppy? I know you hate when I say that.
She's my cat. I didn't birth her. I was not involved in her gestation.
You might have been.
What?
You didn't grow her in your womb, Dan?
No, not in my
your
womb
womb
lands. So after Rockbiter goes home and tells his wife that Junior is gone, the Nasties, who are reading from the NeverEnding Story, get them to quarrel. They are the Nasty that is taking over wherever the fuck this is set.
I don't
Fantasia.
know. No, isn't it Chicago?
No!
Oh,
It's Seattle!
okay.
It's supposed to be somewhere around Seattle, the
I
license
thought-
plate.
Why did I think...
Why'd you think Chicago?
I wish I could tell you.
So Nicole, Bastion's stepsister, takes the Orin from Bastion's room, and he goes, "What are you doing, stepsister?"
No. Beep. Stop. Beep. No. Gage made the same joke.
And she discovers the wishing power, So she wishes that her teacher would die functionally. And the teacher's like, okay.
Why
And
didn't you
she's
just
like,
go back to your cage? I was like, damn.
damn, that's a big lot. Even lashing out at a teacher, I don't know if I would say that much.
I never lashed out at a teacher.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I would have gotten my beep beeped, you know? My booty hole kicked.
Speaking of hole, Nicole, after seeing the wishes that the Orin can do, she does what all women do. And goes shopping!
Listen, Dan, if a bitch could, a bitch would. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. Am I materialistic? Maybe.
This is such just a... Oh, God. Every stereotype that they could... Every minor stereotype they could throw in, they put in here.
She had on that stereotypical outfit from the 90s. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I don't know where that came from. Where she had on the purple dress and the matching velour hat. Mm-hmm. That I think I wore that outfit in the 90s as a baby. And my mom took a picture. Like, I think my parents have pictures of me wearing the baby version of that outfit.
I'm pretty sure that there's a picture of Anna when she's like 6 or something wearing almost exactly that.
It's an iconic look. It's Lewk Luke, you know?
Sure.
Okay.
So the tree shows up at Bastion's house disguised as a plant.
Mood.
And the gnomes are mailed to him in a box. They're tiny. Shit in a corner.
Yeah, the whole joke about them having to pee exhausted me. I was like, this is a child's humor.
This film does not have elevated enough humor for me. This child's film doesn't have elevated humor.
I'm so sorry that I requested me. Literally told a poop joke to you at the beginning of the evening.
Mm-hmm. So they all go to the mall where the Nasties have this hideout behind a dumpster, like they have like a Power Rangers hideout in there.
I don't even. The movie is so far-fetched, Dan.
Yeah, and there is danger happening at the mall because the Nasties have gotten the Orin, so they have the power, and now these weird crustacean crab bug things appear in Fantasia to kill the childlike Empress. Yeah, that was weird.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
And
you're right.
Everyone in the mall turns evil. They all start fighting. Coriander and Bastion's parents start fighting. Bastion's parents start fighting with each other.
Oh
Real
my
quick
God.
divorce going on.
They've been married for 3 days. Like, that had me laughing though, low-key.
Bastion is then struck by lightning, and I'm like, oh, good, he'll die. Finally, we can do something with this. I almost called you
Gage because I think Gage said the same thing. Dan.
But Nicole yells at him and is like, no, be good. Don't be a bitch.
She was like, I actually like you.
You don't get it. No, I'm your, what are you doing, stepbrother?
Literally.
Stop being evil.
Stepbro. Stop being evil, stepbro.
Help, stepbro. I'm stuck in this changing room.
No. I just woke all the dogs up with my laughter.
Bastion, he gets the Orin back from the Nasties because he knows karate, according to the NeverEnding Story.
This was weird. It was a weird twist, Dan, when she's like,
yeah.
You know karate. And suddenly I was like, okay.
So he gets the book back and everything is all good. The Fantasians go back to Fantasia.
They beat up the other kids.
Yeah. It all looks fine. Bastion and Nicole keep their parents from divorcing as the dad is literally about to, like, get in the car and drive away.
I know.
Real last-second stuff.
Gage and I were shook because she goes, Daddy! And we're like, he's been your dad for 3 days. And he's your
What are you doing, stepdaddy?
Considering she kept saying her parents were divorced, so maybe her dad is like completely out of the picture. You know, I guess it's not completely out of the realm of possibility. But like, it seems to me that that's not the case. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then back at school, the Nasties, they're not the Nasties anymore. They've turned into Marty McFly's dad before he went back in time.
It was kind of giving, though.
What's the dude's name from Greece?
Eugene?
Yeah, they're all a bunch of Eugenes.
That's fair.
Yeah, and then Bastian gives the NeverEnding Story back to Coriander, and the credits roll as Born to Be Wild plays again.
Hated it. You know I judge a movie based off the end credits.
And that, for worse, is the NeverEnding Story.
Not for better.
Not for better, but it's over. It has ended.
This NeverEnding Story has ended.
We are free. Free, Anna.
I'm so happy, Dan. I'm
Tell me
happy
your
that you
thoughts.
made it. Since you were clinging to dear life.
Yeah. What are your thoughts?
Woo! I just got attacked by a cat. Not really. He just jumped up and tried to jump onto the couch. I hated it. I told you earlier, I think Jack Black was really the only redeeming quality of this movie. He's too talented of an actor to be in a movie like this. Flat out. Like, he's just... I mean, we know Jack Black for so many good movies, so many fun movies, so many, like... Every actor, I'm sure, has films in their arsenal that they've done that they're not proud of, and I bet you $1 million that this is one of Jack Black's.
Oh, absolutely. He refused to discuss it in interviews for several years because of how upset he was with how it turned out.
Yeah, I would have done the same. Also, when they were having their Kung Fu moment, I told Gage, I was like, no way he's going to beat the Kung Fu Panda himself.
He wasn't the Kung Fu Panda yet. He wasn't even Nacho Libre.
I've never seen Nacho Libre.
Me either.
I heard it's funny.
Probably.
Sorry, I'm having a rough time, Dan. I just had to confiscate my computer bag from the cat.
This cat is intent on eating all your things.
He has got the zoomies tonight, for sure.
I'm trying to think. So the main kid, the one positive with the second movie over the first movie was that the actor who played Bastian could act.
Yeah.
This kid cannot act.
No, he really can't.
He has one
He really
emotion,
can't.
and it's like placid enjoyment.
It was like watching an actual, like, it's just somebody who walked in and they're like, he's kind of cute, and they put him on screen.
Yeah. Do you want to know what other movie he was in? His first film? His
What
first
was it?
role? Free Willy.
I never
He's the
saw
kid
Free
from
Willy,
Free Willy.
but it was one of the few VHS tapes my grandma still had.
I also never saw it, so I have nothing to add to this.
Interesting.
Yeah, the music, this feels like it's a made-for-TV movie, but not even a movie, like a made-for-TV commercial.
We watched it on YouTube, so there was a commercial about every 10 minutes, so it was essentially like we did watch it on TV.
I watched this not legally, and...
Oh, we didn't watch it legally either, I will admit, because it was a recording somebody made and chopped up on YouTube and put in a playlist.
Yeah, it was not... it had to buffer every few minutes, and it was great, because it meant the movie stopped.
You had a moment of peace.
I did. What is the Jim Henson characters look decent?
Yeah, because
That's it?
Jim Henson is high quality, and that's why at the top I said I was shocked that even with the Jim Henson characters, the movie was still so bad.
Yeah.
Because you'd think that would bump up the caliber at least a little bit, but
You'd think.
that ish was not great.
No. Do you want to know what is on the soundtrack for this movie?
What?
Kiss from a Rose.
Oh yeah, because the daughter listens to it. Because Gage
Yeah.
and I were like, yes, I, an angry teenager, always listen to Kiss from a Rose after
So-
fighting with my mom.
So yeah, Kiss from a Rose was first released as a single in July 1994. included on the NeverEnding Story 3. And then re-released a year later as part of the Batman Forever soundtrack, and that's when it became a hit. What if it only existed in NeverEnding Story 3?
We would be missing out on a great number.
Yeah. What a world that could have been.
A world without Kiss from a Rose. I probably would have watched this movie and been like, dang, that song is so good. And I don't know.
Anna, you have frozen on me.
Uh-oh. Dan froze.
You froze.
Oh, you're back. Hi.
Hello.
Anyway, I said, a world without Kiss from a Rose is not a world I want to be in.
Wait, well, you know what they say, Anna.
Baby! Why'd you look so startled when I did that?
Because that's not what they say.
What do they say?
There used to be a great tower alone on the sea. You remain.
Oh. That was bad on both our ends.
Trivia. Very few.
I'm ready.
The original screenplay had Bastian in Fantasia for most of the story, with his stepsister reading the book, initially trying to sabotage Bastian's story, but then starting to help him out.
Okay.
Still sounds bad.
Yeah. That's why I didn't even ask any details about it.
Yeah. This received a G rating in the US. The other two received a PG.
That's fair.
rating.
This one had, like, no violence or anything, and the other ones I feel like had... Well, the horse kills himself in the first movie.
Yeah.
Like,
we can all aspire to something.
Goddamn.
The house that Bastian and his dad move into is the same house from Happy Gilmore.
I've never seen that movie.
It's a good movie. It's funny.
I'm just not a big Adam Sandler fan. Sorry, everyone. I'm sure he's a wonderful person.
Julie Cox, the mom, no, not the mom, the sister, was 20.
Shut up. She did not look 20 to me.
Sorry. The childlike empress was 20.
Oh. That I can picture. God damn. Yeah. I was fooled for a second.
I have no other trivia. I don't care. I just want this to end. There's nothing interesting.
Yeah, I like the rock people.
I'm happy that you found something that you liked.
And Kiss from a Rose. Those are the only things that I enjoyed.
Would it be better, worse, or the same with Jonathan Taylor Thomas as Bastian?
Better. Are you fucking kidding me? Because then at least we would have got some range.
That's true. We would have got some performance.
We would have got
when he and his sister are arguing with each other in the rain, I could feel JTT doing that.
Yeah, me too. And I would have felt something.
Mm-hmm. Not just apathy.
Mm-hmm.
Better or worse or the same with Jimmy Stewart as, fuck it, Bastian? Better. I want an 80-year-old Jimmy Stewart as Bastian.
I would love to see it. Loki would love to see him get bullied by 26-year-olds. That's just elder abuse then.
Yeah, and unexplained why he's 80 years old, but they're treating him like a 14-year-old. It would have been perfect.
Oh, God.
So, on a scale of 1 to 5 Step Brothers, what do you give it?
A 1 again, but only because Jack Black, Kiss from a Rose, and the Rock people.
Yeah, I give it a half star because I can't give it a 0.
Yep.
Because that's the rule.
It's just...
It is... I'm so happy to be done. I'm so happy to never have to watch these again.
Yeah, I would agree with you. It was a battle to get me to watch them this first time.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Yeah, I do have to say, of all the series that we've done, this is the worst.
I would agree with you. I think I would agree with you.
And if you have positive childhood memories of this, rethink your past.
Yeah, I still don't understand the people who I grew up with who were obsessed with it. Explain yourself.
They didn't learn object permanence until they were like 9.
Are you okay? Do you need help?
Any other things to add, or can we mercifully wrap this up?
I think it's time, Dan. I mean,
It's time.
I love the song from the first movie. It's very fun.
Mhm.
Notice how the things I like about these movies have nothing to do with the plot.
Performances,
No,
characterization,
it's all
writing.
random little
No.
bits and pieces.
And that's the sign of a good series.
Let's kill it. It's done.
Yeah, so that is it for the NeverEnding Story. We're doing another series starting next week. It'll be a lot more fun. We're doing Scooby-Doo, the live-action
yeah.
Scooby-Doo movies. But only
so
the
excited.
theatrical ones, not those weird Cartoon Network live-action ones.
No, those were weird. Although I do love, I know these aren't live action, but I loved when Cartoon Network used to do the like animated, like Witch's Ghost and
The
Zombie
Witch's
Island.
Curse one? Yeah.
Yes, that one was chef's kiss.
Maybe we'll talk about that.
Maybe.
Probably
We'll
not.
see. Crying myself to sleep.
So that is it for this week's episode of In Conclusion. If you want to support us, you can find us on Facebook and Twitter at And In Conclusion, on Instagram at In Conclusion Podcast, or on Patreon, where, as I said, we show whole. Patreon.com/In Conclusion. If you want to find me, I'm on Twitter at DanO'Keefe86 and on TikTok at NotDanO'Keefe. Anna Otto, where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram at OptimusPrime818, or you can find me on Twitter at AutobotsRollOut, capital O for Auto, capital B for Bots, capital R for Roll, and the O in Roll, and the O in Out are zeros.
Woo! That's it. We'll be back next week with Scooby-Doo. In the meantime, everybody stay safe, have fun, and get vaccinated. Bye-bye!
Bye!
We're free!
Meanwhile, I'm just over here doom, gloom, and destruction every week.
A Creative Land podcast.